Hi, it has been the most anticipated and considered the most exciting makeup collection of 2018. Fashion Supremo Karl Lagerfeld with Australian makeup brand ModelCo. The collection launched on May 14th. There's a whole range of products. There's eyeshadow palettes, matte liquid lipsticks, lip glosses, lip toppers, eyelash curlers, mascaras, lip balms, fiber for your lashes, brow gel, strobing pen, highlighters, gift sets, stickers, eyeliners with stamps, brushes, and a lot more. So the only product that I have to show you are the matte liquid lipsticks. These are called Lip Lights Liquid Matte Lipstick. ModelCo, as I told you, is an Australian makeup brand. I first met them from the Lip Factory beauty boxes. I've received a couple of lip glosses from them. The interesting feature was that when you opened the tube of lip gloss, a light would show up. I also have this eyeshadow palette from them, which is perfect for a neutral, soft, smoky look. I am wearing these shadows right now. So very good quality, so expectations were very high. I only bought these because I did want a palette at first, an eyeshadow palette and a highlighter. And then I thought, you know, I have way too many palettes and I have a strict limit of 6 to 8 for palette purchasing this year. Also, both palettes had shades which I pretty much have in my stash already. So I didn't buy the palettes. So the products that I do have are the Lip Lights Liquid Matte Lipsticks, as I said. Now these cost £22 each for 6 ml of product. They come in 8 shades. So they claim that these dry in an instant. The shades range from iconic red to a berry rue de Lille to dusty rose. Ding, that's my radar. So Lip Lights Liquid Matte Lipstick is a full coverage liquid lipstick with long-lasting high pigment color. The moisturizing and creamy formula dries instantly upon application to lock in a rich matte finish, featuring innovative built-in lights and mirror for easy application. So this is the external packaging, and I must say that I'm very, very disappointed by how bulky it is and the use of so much plastic. Did they not receive that memo on World Environment Day? Did they not receive the memo on plastic pollution? So much plastic. And worst of all, they're very finicky. I mean, once you remove these tubes from the external packaging, it is a nightmare to put them back. I took them out first to play with them and test them out, and I wanted to put them back to show you the external packaging, and it was a nightmare to get them back. Look, that sort of thing happens. So much plastic could easily have been avoided. They could just have had a sealed tube by itself, or used a cardboard external packaging, just as, you know, Laura Geller does or Jouer does. So much plastic, not a fan of that. So let's get these out and take a closer look. See that? So much plastic. And if this wasn't enough, inside you have more plastic. Way too much plastic packaging here. So I had no idea it was going to come in like this. This product alone has ruined any attempts I've been making towards a plastic-free life, or a reduced plastic life at least. So those are the tubes themselves. I love that you can see the color of the product and that you can also see how much is left over. I do wish more brands would do this. Now you can see that the tops of the tubes have a Karl Lagerfeld's head right there. The attention to detail is there. At the back you have Karl's little ponytail. These are made of plastic as well. So there's a mirror at the back, and the sort of peel-off sticker on the mirror has Karl's head as well. Peels off. It looks like this. Now, doe foot applicator inside. Let's open one and see what it's. Now, the moment you open it, you can see that LED light there. It's very, very bright. If you are in distress, you can probably send out an SOS signal with this. That's handy. So, what I don't like is that you can't turn it off. So if you are applying this lipstick in the daytime, that's a total waste. I mean, the LED, it's an LED light. The battery is going to run out eventually, and I have no idea how you can possibly replace this within all this complicated packaging. So I do wish there had been an option to turn it off some way or the other, because total waste of battery in broad daylight. So the other thing is it interferes while applying the lipstick. Sort of, you can't really, if you're applying the lipstick in broad daylight, the color appears wonky because of this very bright light. So while applying these lipsticks, I thought that the color was something entirely different. It makes the colors look a bit ultraviolet-like. You will see that in the demo in a minute. But first, let's talk about this light. It is very handy if you're going to apply your lipstick in a car or in the dark, or, you know, where there's not much light. But in broad daylight, that's not really necessary. So I do wish there had been an option to turn off the LED light. This is a total waste of battery. Now, doe foot applicator, slightly flat on one side and slightly narrow on the other. There is a fragrance very, very, very similar to Jouer Longwear lip creams. Very similar. Sweet and tropical. Pleasant. The smell goes away upon applying the product. The product itself is very thin and runny. Now, the shades that I got are called Pont des Arts and Princess Choupette. Princess Choupette was described as a dusty rose by ModelCo on their website, as well as on Cult Beauty's website. And I disagree entirely. This is Princess Choupette. It doesn't look anything like a dusty rose there. It looks more like a terracotta nude. So I bought it because I read that it was dusty rose. And Pont des Arts is a light, medium, bright pink, all right for the summer. Probably better on paler skin tones than mine. This one is going to look very nude on me. You will see that in the demo in a minute. So at least on the bright side, it is still subtle. Oh, oops. Alright, the good news is that nothing happens to it, not even to the mirror, if you drop it. So you don't have to worry about 7 years bad luck. Nothing happened. So extra points for sturdy packaging. Now, these are not at all drying on the lips, but they are tacky. Take a look at this. They are tacky when you press your lips together, but they're not drying on the lips. The wear time is very, very good. Doesn't go away with your average meal. It does fade with a greasy meal, but that's true of pretty much all liquid lipsticks. No matter how wearing they are, they're not going to survive heavy pizza, are they? The other thing is that they feel very comfortable. They don't peel off, not like Max Factor Lifinity there, and it's a breeze to reapply or touch up. In the sense that, you know, because these are very thin and nicely layered, they're quite easy to touch up. So I'll just swatch these for you and then show you the demo. Princess Choupette is first. You see what I mean by the light interfering with the color? So in broad daylight, I do wish there was some kind of option to turn these off. Pont des Arts is up next. So those are the swatches, and I must say that I don't see much rosiness to Princess Choupette, which is the one on top. There's more rosiness and pink to the one below, which is Pont des Arts. Now, Pont des Arts, to me, is, as I said, a light, medium, bright pink with purple undertones. And Princess Choupette, as I said, is a terracotta nude. So, demo right up. Princess Choupette first. Now tell me, on what planet does this look like Dusty Rose? It is nowhere near Dusty Rose, and you might think that it looks like this on my skin tone, but as I told you, the color within the tube and the swatch, how it looks on the applicator, none of it looks like Dusty Rose. The most you can do is call it terracotta-based neutral, terracotta-based nude, and be done with it. Now this one is Pont des Arts. Let's do a transfer test. Absolutely nothing, as you can see. Let's do that with a bit more force, a bit awkward really, but yeah, no transfer whatsoever. So one thing that I do notice is that although these swatch opaque, once you sort of spread the product around on your lips with the applicator, it becomes a bit thin, you know, so you've got to sort of build up the coverage on your lips. On the swatch, of course, it looks quite opaque, but on your lips, once you spread the product around with the applicator, it becomes a bit thin. Then you've got to build it up with another layer. Pont des Arts is a veritable nightmare on my skin tone. I could probably pull it off with a lip liner, but I wanted to show you the swatches without lip liner on bare lips, which is also why I'm wearing neither of these shades in this video. For most part. So, you know, I don't want to talk to you wearing something that makes me look like an absolute clown. Of course, it wasn't their fault that the shades don't suit my skin tone, but the shade descriptions on the website should have been altered, definitely, or corrected a bit. So, if Princess Choupette is described as a dusty rose, if they'd said it's a terracotta nude, I probably wouldn't have bought it in the first place. That said, of the two, it is the shade that I prefer. It is probably my flesh, but better. Rather than my lips, but better. It's probably my flesh, but better. So, now the other problem that I have with these is that they're priced kind of awkwardly, aren't they? In the sense that for 6 mils, these are £22. Now, Jouer, the long wear lip primes, are also 6 mils. They're priced at £15. The Beauty Bakery lip whips are 5 mils and they're priced at £16. Now, the only other product that has more quantity is Charlotte Tilbury's Hollywood Lips. That is at 6.8 mils and it is priced at £24. So ModelCo priced alongside Charlotte Tilbury. That's kind of eyebrow raising to me. I think I'd have been happier if these were priced at £20 or below, maybe 18-ish, you know, about that. Not more than that. So that's one thing. The other thing, obviously, is that for me, the entire collection is a bit underwhelming. I mean, this is Karl Lagerfeld, creative director Chanel, creative director Fendi. So, you know, he collaborated with Shu Uemura a couple of years ago, and that collection was a lot cuter. Look at these. So, you know, there was more oomph to it, more suave, more, I don't know, sexiness, more excitement to it. This collection is a bit meh for me. I mean, I love the packaging of the Choupette eyeshadow palettes. Absolutely love the packaging. But the problem is you open those palettes, there are two options. The first one is nude and the second one is smoky. So you open those palettes and those shades are... I would have liked to see something else, you know, rosy nudes, reddish nudes, orangish nudes, some kind of variety. These are nudes that pretty much all makeup lovers have in their stash. You know, if you have the Urban Decay palettes or the Balm palettes, you've been there, done that, seen these shades. So that's the other thing, which is also why I didn't buy these palettes, because it's neutral palette overkill, and it's these particular shades overkill. I mean, look at the It Cosmetics Naturally Pretty palettes. Those are neutrals, but they're kind of different. So they're very attractive. Look at Urban Decay Naked 3. Look at Urban Decay Naked Heat. I bought Urban Decay Naked Heat and Naked 3 despite owning quite a few eyeshadow palettes, because they are different neutrals, you know. It's also why I bought the Balm's Nude Beach palette and the Nude Dude palette. So top neutrals, they could have done something differently. These are, you know, beige and beige-based neutrals. Just beige-based neutrals and the regular smoky shades, which is, I mean, this is summer. They could have come out with a couple of purples in there, a bit of pop. The Shu Uemura eyeshadow palettes with Karl Lagerfeld were a lot more exciting. They were smaller palettes, of course, but there was some variety, some excitement. I would have liked to see something like that here. These are Choupette palettes, and you know, you open a Choupette palette thinking, I mean, Choupette, of course, for those who came in late, is Karl Lagerfeld's famous cat, who has her own Instagram. So you open a Choupette palette and don't expect these. Choupette isn't boring. Choupette isn't meh. Choupette isn't bland. So, whole collection. For me, the most exciting part of this collection are the highlighters. They're very, very pretty. I actually wish I'd bought one, but I thought the matte liquid lipsticks would be better. So that's what I went in for. Which wasn't a very good idea in retrospect, was it? So overall, quality-wise, I don't have too many problems with these. They require a bit of building and a bit of work. They do dry instantly. Now, the back of the box tells you that you need to apply a thin, even layer to clean lips and allow to dry for 60 seconds. That actually contradicts what they said about dries instantly upon application. But in practice, these do dry instantly upon application. You don't need 60 seconds for it. So you need to work fast. So overall, these are good quality, not much room to whine about. They do require building up and a bit of care while applying. You know, when you spread them out, as I said, they do thin down a bit, and you need to sort of build up for full pigmentation. On the lips, that is. They are a bit tacky. They're comfortable, they're non-drying. You don't have to worry about wear time either. So, link to buy these, excuse me, something's in my throat. Link to buy these is in the description box below. I'm also linking the rest of the collection. This is a one stock drop only collection, so if you want something from this, you need to hurry. So that's all from me for today. Thank you for watching this video. Please do give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel, and I'll speak to you soon. Sorry, I've got to run. Something's in my throat. It's killing me. I'm probably in for a sore throat, which means I'll probably lose my voice, and people around me are going to celebrate. See you.